Welcome to our adoring fan base. This is Jame and Abe. Jamez, how would you like to start this amazing podcast off?
I would like to say that I don't know.
That is very good.
Thank
You see what this is? This is just two friends with a dream. A dream to become famous off of our stupid conversations. Now, James, what's the topic of today?
Well, should we talk about you becoming president?
Uh,
Or should we talk about one of your stories?
Well, obviously, we've already planned out that we're going to talk about the presidency, so you can just shut up.
Okay,
there.
fine.
With these choices and like pretending that these viewers have any like thoughts on the matter. Okay, so would you like to start this off like our plan? Obviously, like what's our plan?
Well, first of all, we're gonna nuke New York.
Obviously, step one, New York gone. Second, midnight strikes. My presidency, of course, Vice President PewDiePie will be behind this, mainly because of gunpoint. Just New York doesn't exist anymore, and it'll be renamed to Nuke York. But that's not all, okay, people? Every midnight after that, New York will be nuked again. Now, we may have some protests about this. However, we will calm the nerves, because on my first day of presidency, everyone will get a free bag of cocaine.
Of course, it only makes sense.
I mean, what else? What else could be better to ease the nerves of our citizens who aren't sure about their god emperor yet? Step two would probably be the New Mexico situation. James, would you like to tell them our plan?
It's gonna be Australia.
Yeah, essentially, what we're gonna do, we're gonna wall it off. This is after, of course, we have conquered Mexico and Canada. We're just gonna wall it off, and all our prisoners or criminals straight to New Mexico. If you murder someone, if you steal, if you commit rape, if you have eyebrows, because we're banning eyebrows unless it's a unibrow.
You can have eyebrows, though, if you really want.
Of course, I have eyebrows. I'm me.
Of course, I can have eyebrows. I want eyebrows.
Yeah, you're president of Canada, which
Thank you.
Canada's the state.
Can I be Supreme Lord Poo, Canada Queen, please?
Supreme Leader Poop Poo Canada Queen?
Yes, I would love that. That would be great. I didn't just come up with that.
Okay, yeah. We'll talk about that.
Cool.
What, James, do you think we should do about the poor? We haven't talked about this yet. We've talked about a lot of this, folks, already because we can't help ourselves and, talk beforehand. But, James, right now, like, heat of the moment, the poor of our country. How do we deal with this? Even without me being a president.
Make them get jobs. Just make them. Just say get jobs. That's all we do. Just get job. Get job.
I think, at gunpoint.
That's a good idea as well. So they actually do it and not do that.
Yes. As a general rule, I think the poor, probably end up going to New Mexico, which, once again, is our prison state.
If they don't get a job, of course.
They can find a job in New Mexico.
That's true.
So
the second somebody becomes poor, they're going to New Mexico.
Of course. And I actually designed our state flag. If, James, would you like to describe our state flag to the audience?
See, it is the gay pride flag with a Jolly Roger on it. And you can tell them the rest, because
Okay.
I will not.
All right, and on the back of that, Scarlett Johansson's nudes.
Yep. That was his decision. I did not make that decision.
I mean, I think the world made that decision.
It's her fault for being Black Widow. Especially for being Ghost in the Shell.
Oh yeah, especially. No, I don't know what that is. It's some weeb stuff.
No. Moving on.
Moving on. James, do you have any topics you'd like to discuss? Any questions for me and my
I do
infinite
have
plan?
a question. If Mexico is going to be our Australia, what are we doing with Australia?
New Mexico, not regular Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico's our state. What are we doing with regular Australia? Well, of course, step one. That belongs to the emus.
Of course.
As is fair. They won the emu war.
Yeah, no, it was just brushed under the rug. Nobody knows about this, but they did win the war.
I'm not even joking. There was an emu war. The emus won.
The ostriches are not happy about it over in the place where they live.
James, we're going to drop the act for a bit. Do you know about the emu war?
I told you not to call me James. It's Jamez from now on.
Okay, Jamez.
You idiot.
Jamez. Do you know about the emu war, actually?
I do not.
Okay, story time right now.
Oh, yay.
So, our national bird is the eagle, and the Mars national...
I thought it was Danny DeVito.
No, that's the national bird of Mars.
That's
Danny
right.
DeVito.
Thank you.
But our national birds are looked up with, like, grace. The ostrich in India is seen as beautiful. Our eagle is seen as a great look of courage. Danny DeVito is looked at with lust.
Of course.
But the emu of Australia, even though it's the national bird, is seen as a pest. This is true. And it was eating all the farmers' crops. So the farmers were like, hey, government, could you do something about that? And they were like, instead of the Department of Agriculture deal with this, they called upon the military.
Of course.
So they got together with some guns and they shot at the emus. But here's the thing, they all scattered and like they hit a couple of them, but like they couldn't kill any of them.
They did not. What?
They failed. So then they surrounded them and started firing, and they surrounded like a group of 30 of them, and they killed like 20. Maybe they injured 20. They had like killed like 5, I think. This is off the top of my head. Don't like correct me if I'm wrong.
But don't, or you're going to Mexico.
Yeah, of course. They of course did that thing where they drove a truck with a machine gun attached to it at the emus and started shooting at them.
No! What?
But the truck crashed.
The truck...
All in all, I think they managed to kill 12 emus
12 emus.
over the course of the war.
See, that's an interesting number, 12. What were you going to do with the children?
Oh, yeah. We'll get back to the children thing. You don't understand. Then they hired mercenaries, and they managed to kill 200 emus.
Well, that's a little bit better than 12.
And they went back to the government and were like, listen, we got the emus, 200 of them. And the government was like, hey, how many emus are...
Thanks, bro.
They're like, oh, you killed 200 emus? He's like, yeah. How many emus are in Australia? At least two.
They are not trying to kill all the emus, are they?
At least 2,000.
At least 2,000.
So, it was a failure. And they were like, what do we do about the emus? And then someone built a metal fence. And it was solved.
Hey, there we go. Some genius just said, hey, fence. Okay.
Yeah, they were guarding their crops with wooden fences the emus were smashing. They were eating all the food. Then the rabbits would come and eat the rest of the food. And they were like, ah! But then someone's like, hey, what if we build it out of metal?
You know what? That just might work. Let's try that. Hey, it worked. We don't have to kill them anymore.
We don't have to wage war with our national birds.
So you said that the emus won, but they can't steal their crops now. Won't you say they lost?
You don't understand. The Australian military...
Did any of the emus cause death to any of the people trying to kill them? Cause death.
There was some injuries when the truck crashed.
I'm sure. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, all in all, I just think it's at least a draw. And
At least.
And
Draw.
when you're such underdogs, it's a group of birds against the Australian military. I just feel like, the bar is a little higher for one of those groups than a draw. I think one of them has a significant advantage, like knowing how to use guns. And having guns.
But we could teach the emails how to use guns, so they can get their revenge.
I mean, they're kind of like an Australian tank. Those guys were taking bullets quite well. Anyway, back to the children.
Yes, the children.
So obviously we send them to an island, right?
Obviously, everybody knew this was going to happen eventually.
From the ages of 6 to 13, they live on the island and they battle for dominance. But at the age of 12, you get a break, and that's the only time you go to school. Now, we haven't decided what we teach them at school yet. Maybe our national anthem. But what is our national anthem?
We haven't decided that yet. I think you, being more musical than I, should make that.
Oh, make it?
Right. Make it now. Do it now.
Okay, do it now.
Do it now.
All right, I'll try here. Oh, Canada. It's Britney, bitch.
That's just our national anthem for the world. Oh, Canada.
Followed by It's Britney, bitch. Oh, I mean, why not? What else could you ask for?
Yes, exactly. That's perfect. It's gorgeous. I cried.
Many times, actually.
Yeah, multiple times.
Secret time. James, do you have a secret to tell us?
Secret?
Yeah.
I only once.
Mm-hmm.
Only once.
So twice?
Only once.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah. Only once.
I can't come up with anything funny. Read my mind. Tell me what I did.
Did you pee your parents' bed?
I think I did. I honestly think I did that at some point in my life. I actually do think I did that. Yeah, I did. I did that. I did do that. How? How did you know that? How?
You just sort of look like someone who would.
Well, you look like someone who will rule the world someday.
Is it the t-shirt or the blazer?
It's the hole in the t-shirt.
The hole in the t-shirt? What about the
Yes.
slight mustard stain? Was that...
That's also very good.
And
Everybody must have a mustard stain on their shirt so you don't feel conscious about it.
oh yeah, I mean, I also am wearing a blazer. So I don't think anyone has the impression I care. I'll wear anything.
I'll wear anything, really.
On a side note, in general, I hate it when people... Like, recently I talked about I wanted to get my ears pierced. Someone's like, that doesn't really go with your style. What? Style? I came in today with jeans.
I could dye my hair rainbow and it would fit my style.
Yeah, but my style is whatever I'm wearing. I could wear an Irish kilt, a bright pink shirt with a swastika on it, and paint my nails orange.
That is the best color.
Yes.
In fact.
In fact, it is.
Why is that not on our flag? I guess it's rainbow. There isn't going to be orange there.
Of course, the Scarlett Johansson nudes have an orange hint to them.
Oh, yes, I was about to say that. I actually was about to say that, but I decided not to. Thanks for saying that.
So, James, how long have we been recording? Not very long, right?
No. How about you tell them about... Well, you need permission to tell that story, don't you?
Yeah, I need permission to tell that story. That'll be the next episode, maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
What?
Did you tell me a story about a goldfish a while back?
I did tell you a story about a goldfish. So I have this nephew, right? So if you audience members don't know what a nephew is, you know what a brother is? Yeah, I suppose I need to go back further. You know what parents are?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. So let's say hypothetically.
You know what? You know what Adam and Eve is?
No, hypothetically, you had a kid, right?
Yes.
Obviously, you.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I did do that.
So you would be its parent.
Yes.
But if you had another kid, you're also its parent. This is confusing, right? How do you connect them? You can't be two people's parents.
Well, yes, you can.
No, but yeah, only if they're siblings.
So are you saying that in this new world, people are only allowed to have one kid?
Yeah, it's like China.
It's like China. I was going to say. I remember I was somewhere. I forgot if it was China or somewhere else. Like China.
So, alright. Remember our governmental system. What government system are we following?
All of them.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like me to go down the rundown again, James?
But of course.
So Monday, pretty simple. Democracy. Tuesday, anarchy. Wednesday, it shifts. Every other Wednesday is communism. But, the other Wednesdays are a dictatorship. Thursday is imperialism. Friday is actually going to be...
Yes. Yes. What is it?
A monarchy. Friday is a monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, we just follow the principles of scientific atheism. Sunday, religious totalitarianism.
Right next to each other.
Right next to each other. Immediately. The two most different ideologies. We're just gonna slap right next to each other.
Of course. Only a madman wouldn't.
Yeah. But what we're gonna do after that is we need to design the holidays. Christmas is all about getting and receiving gifts and sending those gifts after it. Like re-gifting. Socialism.
Of course.
Halloween, you remember?
Purge.
Valentine's Day. Obviously, mandatory movie night. Let's list out the movies you're gonna watch.
Everybody knows why.
The Room.
But that's on Halloween. All the bad horror movies, well as
no, that's The Cell. The Room's the one like the oh hi Mark.
Is The Room not a?
It's not horror.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's bad. How do I describe it? I'm gonna do.
It just sounded like a horror movie.
Yeah, it's about Moving on. I've seen it. I don't know what that movie's about. Anyway, The Room, the Emoji Movie, the Sonic movie, Shrek 3.
Oh, it's totally not Valentine's Day just because the Sonic movie's coming out on Valentine's Day? Totally not.
Yeah, it's Shrek 3. And Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Yes.
Yeah, not the first one. That's going to be, in order to celebrate the work.
Ooh, Suicide Squad.
Ooh, Suicide Squad. Obviously, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 is to celebrate Till Death Do Us Blart. The most romantic holiday podcast. You guys should check it out. It's not made by us. We're not sponsored by them. But I just think in general, it's a good thing to watch.
It's very good.
James,
I haven't even seen it. It's very good. I haven't even heard it.
No, he haven't.
No, he haven't. No, we haven't done that.
No, he haven't, bro. Well, what was I just saying?
Did he do that thing? No, he haven't. He haven't.
Thanksgiving, we want to make people grateful for the government they do have.
Of course. At least, it's not ruled by emus. Although that would be great, but
New Year's Day.
New Year's, is that when it's ruled by emus?
Yeah.
We just let them all do everything?
Yeah.
Anything they want?
Yes.
That's good. That's very good. What about the ostriches? They will get very jealous.
Behead them.
They stick their heads in the ground? Just...
They don't actually do that, James.
Shut up. Shut up, we will make them do that. Are you telling me monkeys don't exclusively eat bananas? Are you telling me that bunnies do not exclusively eat carrots?
Do bunnies eat carrots?
Do they, Lincoln? Do they?
Not in my world.
Okay.
Banned.
Banned.
What else is banned? Eyebrows. Banned.
Oh, no eyebrows. Unibrows. That's what you want, but you can't fake it.
Otherwise, you and your family go to New Mexico.
But if you do have eyebrows naturally...
No unibrows.
Unibrows, I mean. If you do have naturally growing unibrow, you will be very rich.
But if you remove unibrow, execution.
Execution. You are dead. You should not have done that, you idiot.
Immediately.
See, it's more of a, why would you even do that in the first place? You deserve to die.
It's a disrespect to our government.
Of course.
Cancer, banned.
Yeah, you can't have that. Get
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Cancer is bad. It hurts people.
Bad.
If you have cancer, straight to New Mexico. You're going to jail.
You're going to jail. Yo, your breath smells?
Jail.
Jail. Your feet smell?
Jail.
No, we chop them off.
Oh. And jail.
3 years later, that person goes to jail.
Yes.
So they can just suffer.
Yeah.
And then in jail, they get prosthetic.
Yeah.
Because we're not horrible people.
Oh, and
we're
at the beginning of every month, we nuke New Mexico.
The beginning of every, yes. And once a year.
Once a year.
Once a year. What are we doing once a year?
What are we doing once a year?
What are we doing once a year?
Oh yeah, we nuke the moon.
That's right. With the clone of one of the Pauls.
Yeah, one of the Pauls or one of their clones. We're gonna have clones.
One of the Logans, one of the Jakes.
Yeah, we're gonna have clones of them just to kill in various ways.
Because that will be very fun. I love that. Yes.
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 Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Also the family. Is that just me?
That's just you.
Oh. Alright. Don't shoot me to the moon.
I would never.
Okay.
You're the supreme leader poop of
yes.
Canada.
Canada. Can I change the name to Canada?
Canada.
If everybody has to say it Canada or they die.
Or they die.
If they accidentally just say Canada, no, they can't. No, they can't do that. It's not okay.
Oh wait, I just thought of our national anthem.
Didn't you already do that?
Whatever. I can change it.
I can change it.
Every year it will change.
Oh, just like everybody's names.
Yes, everyone's names except mine will change every year.
And mine.
Yeah, and no one can have the same year. And no one can have the same name.
Nobody can be born on the same year.
All right, so this is our. If you want to be quiet, James, for a bit, while I majestically, while I majestically sing our next national anthem.
I won't be quiet.
Please, James.
Please don't do this. Not now.
Let me.
You're making a scene.
Let me share with the world our national anthem. Dora. Dora. Of course.
Everybody must watch that show.
Daily.
Daily.
Same episode.
That's the only show on TV.
Not even
24/7.
Just the first episode of Dora.
Just the first episode.
Where they don't have a plot at all, they're just introducing Dora, and it sucks. You know how every TV show, the first episode sucks?
Not every TV show.
Yeah, but most of them. The pilot episode of Dora, I don't know what it is, but it probably sucks. Only thing you're allowed to watch daily. You have to.
I feel like Dora would be one of those shows where they just throw you in like it's just any other episode.
Probably. Like Phineas and Ferb, they just sort of went, hey, our animation sucks, but look, it's an...
Do not insult Phineas and Ferb. It's the best show ever.
No, but the first episode, the animation wasn't, like, good.
Well, it was off-model a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was charming. Wasn't it?
Yeah, why do animation shows never keep the same art style? Have you seen the first episode of Fairly Odd Parents?
Oh, it's so different.
It's like tripping on acid. Well, like...
It's so different. Or like SpongeBob, how much he's changed.
Yeah, it's like he's just gotten less...
The first season was cell animation. And then they went over to digital.
Tell them more about animation while I go take a poop.
Oh, okay. Poop. Go poop. Animation. Well, what can I say about that? It's moving pictures that move. I like that. It makes me happy. I don't know what to say. He's pooping. He's doo-doo. Phineas and Ferb is better than SpongeBob. Don't hurt me. It's true. It's true. It has way more better seasons. SpongeBob only had 3 good seasons. Come on. That what did Phineas and Ferb have? 13, 50 good seasons? Good, very good. All good. Anybody have Disney Plus? Because they're gonna have a new Phineas and Ferb movie. That's cool. Anybody care about that? He's pooping still, doing that thing. I think we should ban that. It takes way too long. The pooping, that is. That's my opinion. I'll have to check up with him. Yeah. That will definitely have to be a thing. That happens. For sure. Yeah. Yep, that's a good idea. I like that. I'm gonna write that down with my non-existent notes. I am not funny by myself. Yep. Yep. It's true. Just waiting. Just talking to myself in a room. The walls are blue. There's a ceiling fan. That's cool. There's a picture on the wall. There's a bench.
Here, James, I have a magic trick for the audience.
Oh, you do? Magic trick.
Yeah.
Good.
So, audience, what I'm going to want you to do here, I'm going to want you to find just any stack of cards. Before you look in it, imagine just a random card. Now, you're going to want to do, flip over that deck of cards, fan it out. Somewhere in that deck will be your card.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing, Lincoln. Also, I would like to talk to you about banning poop because it takes very long. And people generally aren't funny by themselves.
How long was it unfunny?
I don't know.
What did you talk about?
How Phineas and Ferb's better than SpongeBob?
Okay.
Would you agree with me?
No.
I mean, SpongeBob had 3 good seasons.
3 good seasons.
Phineas and Ferb, they were all good.
Yeah.
And the movie was the best.
Yes.
That's just fact.
Yeah. The best.
And also, I told them about how the new movie is coming out on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Which is going to be great. And now I've repeated all that to you. And also them.
Oh. James, did I ever tell you I have a pen pal from Indonesia?
I do? Or do you?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. You want I realize I'm a bad person, though. Because, most pen pals, you're speaking each other's language. But right now, we just both speak English.
No. I'm not speaking your language. You are speaking
But here's
English.
the worst part. Sometimes I'll look at the message and be like, that's not grammatically correct. When I'm not even attempting.
Stupid.
I'm not even attempting to learn their language.
Stupid. It's not right.
Yeah.
And then you'd get all offended if you get their language wrong.
I mean, I have literally never typed anything out in Indonesian.
Do you know it?
No.
Well, of course not.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise I would have messaged her.
Well, wouldn't you say it's fair that you both know English? You didn't force him to learn English.
No, she did text me with English. Yeah, we text each other. Because writing's dumb.
But you're still... Alright.
I mean, we don't use a pen.
Okay.
I mean, she might use a stylus. I don't know.
I do. Wait, that would make... Why would she use this? Alright.
So... podcast sucks.
So about that goldfish.
Oh, the goldfish. So my nephew once had a goldfish, right? Now, step one to getting goldfish, you just buy a bunch of goldfish because who cares, right?
Mm-hmm. Aren't they meant to be eaten?
Yeah, by other bigger fish. He just bought a whole bunch of the feeder fish.
They're gonna die because that's their destiny.
Yeah, well, all the fish kept dying, as they do, except for one, which just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was named Sharktooth. It was named that after all the other feeder fish were dead. Actually, they were missing.
Missing.
Yeah, they were missing. So,
They didn't die, Jimmy. They're missing.
yeah. So, of course...
We just took the goldfish to old Billy Bob's farm. They're frolicking in the fields.
Sharktooth. He lived for years. He survived multiple moves across the country. He was just loaded into the back of U-Hauls.
Just throw them into,
Then one day, my sister-in-law came home after many moves, many years of Sharktooth being around, to see Sharktooth had escaped its thing. This is true. She was cleaning it, so he was in a bowl, and it jumped out and landed on the kitchen floor and was being dried out by the sun.
Generally, we'd think that would kill a fish.
No, yeah, you would, but she peeled it off the floor.
As you would.
Yeah. And she saw it was breathing. So she resuscitated it by putting it in water.
Of course.
And sort of held it there and let it breathe. And Sharktooth then became known as Two-Fish. Because half of it was its no more orange, and half of it, the side that got...
Two-Face.
Yeah, half of it that was ripped off when it was peeled off the ground was a silky white.
Whoa.
You could see its scar. It actually did look like Two-Face.
Huh.
Because of how it was ripped.
And he was alive.
Yeah, and lost all its skill. And it survived another year. And it was and when it died, it was given a burial.
Of course, like a good Vikings funeral, I would assume.
It wasn't...
I guess that wouldn't be a burial, would it?
No, you put it on a boat and light it on fire. That's the opposite of a burial.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, I can't think of two, more different funeral processes.
Well, cremation.
Yeah, Viking funerals involve cremation, but on a boat.
It's true.
Do you know
boat cremation. Do you know your teeth pop like popcorn? When you're cremated?
Well, that's gonna be all from Jame and Abe, folks. So we'll see you next week.
Unfortunately, we will do that.
Yeah. So sign off. I'm Abe.
I'm Jamez.
And we will see you in the flippity flop.